Waste accumulated within Colombo city limits continues to be disposed at Arawakku.
Another 17 tippers carrying accumulated waste in Colombo were dispatched to the Aruwakkalu sanitary landfill site at around 11:30 p.m. last night. Colombo Municipal Council Commissioner Palithanana Akara said another 7 tippers carrying waste were dispatched to Aruwakkalu in the morning. Although authorities claim that the waste was segregated and processed, this was the manner in which the waste was disposed in Aruwakkalu. Since inception of its construction, area residents protested against the sanitary landfill in Aruwakkalu, raising concerns of the unavoidable environmental and social damages. Against such a backdrop, on the 1st of November 2018, the relevant authorities and locals of Aruwakkalu were brought together to one platform through the Gammadda Pradeshya Mandapaya, which was held at the Serakuliya village in Puttalam. Despite the various responses by authorities at that point, the foreseen environmental damages have now been realized.
What I want you to understand is that the Aruwakkalu sanitary landfill project is not about moving garbage from one place to another.
තවත් විවෘත භූමියක අත්හැර යන ආකාරයේ ව්‍යාපෘතියක් නොවේ.
තමුන්නාන්සලා ඉදිරිපත් කරන කිසිම දෙයක් පිළිගන්නට තරම් බූරුව පුත්තලමේ නැත.
කුණු සුවඳට අලියනවා කියන එක කිසිම තාක්ෂණයකට අලින්ට තාක්ෂණය අපිට දීලා කුණු සුවඳ නැති කරන්න බෑ.
තමයි අපි කොළඹ ප්‍රදේශයෙන් ගේන්න ඉස්සරලා.
Prior to moving the garbage from Colombo, we compress the waste under high pressure, remove all liquid content and process the waste. The waste will be packed and compressed and will be given to elephants for consumption.
එතකොට මම දන්නේ නැහැ මෙතෙන්ට ආවට පස්සේ අලින්ට ආහාර සඳහා ඒක ගෝචර වෙනවද කියලා.
ඒ වගේම ලංකාවේ අපි
We live in Sri Lanka and we should not disrespect our country. When something worth in millions and billions of rupees is discovered, it will be overlooked. When drugs are discovered, after about 2 days, they cover up the matter, claiming it was flour. Against such a backdrop, how can we treat such technical reports?
අපි කොහොමද ඔබතුමන්ලාගේ ওই තාක්ෂණික වාර්තා අපි විශ්වාස කරන්නේ?
The relevant authorities, who once promised that all waste will be processed and disposed in a methodical manner, now avert from their initial pledges.
අපි තේරුම් ගන්න ඕනේ සරල
It's true that we separate polythene from waste during the basic stage of recycling. However, we can only separate polythene and plastics to a certain limit. For instance, it is not practical to separate food wrapped in a lunch sheet. If we are to redo this process, we will have to incur a huge cost. There are methods and processes to do this. However, for a country like Sri Lanka, the cost is too much to bear. Therefore, we must consider the practical aspect in this regard.
නමුත් අපි වගේ රටකට ඒක දරන්න අමාරුයි. ඒ නිසා මෙතනදී අපි න්‍යායාත්මක එක බලන්න ඕනේ ප්‍රායෝගිකවත් එක්ක.
ඇයි අපි කුණුත් එක්ක
Why should we incur additional costs by transporting garbage mixed with water? This is why we compress the garbage by processing it through a transfer station. Therefore, in our station based in Kalaniya, we use machinery to remove water from the garbage as much as possible. However, this process is not finished as yet. Therefore, we are compelled to transport the garbage which contains water.
Against such a backdrop, it is evident that the relevant authorities have failed to address this issue with a solution that is not just limited to words. Garbage within Colombo city limits continues to accumulate in several places.
Due to the prevailing weather condition within Colombo city limits, the collection of garbage has been quite difficult. Due to the rain, water has mixed with waste material, which will be a major issue when transporting the waste to the dumping sites. We have faced several disturbances due to the rain. It's difficult to travel on roads in Aruwakkalu due to the prevailing showers. I believe we will take longer than expected to dispose the waste. We request the residents within Colombo city limits to separate waste when disposing garbage. We will only accept waste material that has been separated methodically. The municipal council will not accept any waste that has not been separated.
With the ineffective and improper implementations of Rosie Senanayake, we now see how effective the work of the so-called Iron Lady is. The waste being moved from Aruwakkalu is mixed with water. The cost of 90,000 rupees is incurred per lorry to transport this waste. There is a huge financial scam taking place. The waste is not being separated or processed. They continuously say biodegradable waste will not be disposed at the sanitary factory in Aruwakkalu. However, at present, this is the unfortunate situation.
In Kerevalapitiya, a system to dispose waste and produce compost is currently in place. However, politicians are not allowing anyone to use this facility. The waste is being moved to Aruwakalu instead. Why do they move the garbage to Aruwakalu? To make money through commissions. There has been political intervention to make this country a garbage dump. Our country is such that action is being taken against those who stood against the attempts made to use a bacteria introduced by the US to destroy the waste in our country. If this bacteria was released in our country, nothing will mix with the soil naturally. We must understand that.
පසට එකතු වෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඒ නිසා අපි මේවා තේරුම් ගන්න ඕනේ.
ඉන්න හිතෙන රටක් හදන්න පම්පෝරි ගහන අයියලා.
Those who speak high of making Sri Lanka a great place to live have now become garbage dumps engaged in politics. What's the point of talking and boasting? The practical aspect must be visible. A country cannot be changed with words and phrases that the general public fails to comprehend.
වචනවලට වාක්‍යවලට රටක් වෙනස් කරන්න බෑ.
ඒ විතරක් නෙවෙයි වත්තල ප්‍රාදේශීය සභාවේ
The chairman of the Vattala Pradesh Sabha has approved or permitted a clinical waste disposal project in the plot of land belonging to the council in Kerala-Pittiya. What is this clinical waste and from where does it come from? Is this clinical waste being monitored properly? Garbage containers were imported from foreign lands into our country. There is a risk that these imported waste materials may be disposed along with the clinical waste in Kerala-Pittiya or in Muthurajavala. At present, no legal action is being taken against those who import garbage from overseas and those who dispose garbage without any proper and scientific basis.
ගිහිල්ලා කුණු තැන් තැන් වල දාන එක සම්බන්ධව නීතිය ක්‍රියාත්මක වීම සිද්ධ වෙන්නේ.
Meanwhile, a debate arose at the Vattala Pradesh Sabha about a waste material project implemented in the Kerevalapitiya Reserve in Muthurajavala.
A group of MPs of the Pradesh Sabha alleged that the chairman had issued a permission letter without the approval of the council for a chemical waste disposal project to be implemented adjacent to the Kerevalapitiya garbage site.
Around 1 acre of land in the Muthurajavala area has been destroyed. A portion of this land has been leased to burn and destroy clinical waste. Honorable Chairman, the document includes your signature and states that it was presented to the Vattala Pradesh Sabha and all 35 MPs of the council had unanimously approved it. Even the document that you gave states it was presented to the council and everyone present did not express their views. Chairman, why did you lie and betray us? In this document you state that there was no opposition from the council against this project. I demand you present the relevant report or council minutes that shows this matter was discussed previously.